Colombia has it all, especially in Santa Marta. You can have a choice of relaxing and unwinding in the sunny beachside coastal area of Rodadero, where you're welcomed by lovely white sand beaches and nice warm climate. Or you might fancy taking a trip into the main center market region and exploring places like Novios, when you're complimented by Western standard restaurants, ambience, and tranquility in the air always. Never at a miss or a moment's gate away. Santa Marta is definitely one in the must list for traveling in Colombia. Another place close to Santa Marta, ridiculously close, round the corner close, stone throw away close, is Taganga. It's fishing village by nature, well known for diving also and beautiful beaches. This is more of a laid-back tranquility area, and a famous person, Messi, not Lionel Messi, but the Colombian Messi. Just who is this unknown man? Sit back and relax. The Colombian Messi, the documentary, proceeds. Up to this point, living in Colombia for 5 months, pretty much I've done it all. I've lived it up in Medellin, both in Medellin and Cartagena, in fact. Pop bottles, done the whole Live de Vida Loca VIP lifestyle with a bunch of great lads that I met during my travels, partying with beautiful exotic women, got it completely plastered, and somehow managed to make it home. Pretty much done it all with no bloody face mask. Well, most of the time that is. And no regrets. It's been perfect during my position and my duration in Colombia, you know. But somehow I managed to settle in a place called Taganga, just off Santa Marta. And during my stay in Taganga, I just fell in love with it. It was so relaxing. Yeah, and somehow a city boy from London that was partying up and living life to the fullest ended up in a bloody small fishing village. How about that? And in this particular village, there was a famous bloke by the name of Messi.
I remember when I bloody met Messi first time. He struck me as a gentleman, you know, very charismatic, great sense of humor, very upbeat, and very down to earth, you know, very mellow, in fact. And I was there buying a little bubbly in the little Mercado, a little store, little mini store, and convenience store, and he was there as well, and we just started chatting away, and yeah, very likable bloke. For what I know is he wasn't actually born in Taganga. He was born, I believe, somewhere near Taganga, and him and his mother moved over there when he was, you know, pretty much a child. Troubled life. His mother struggled to make ends meet, and his father passed away when he was fairly young. His father was an alcoholic, and at the end, unfortunately, the alcohol consumed him, and it led to his demise. Yeah. Taganga, baby. Taganga. Messi es bueno. Messi es bueno.
Sí.
Oh,
Picante.
picante. Oh, me gusta, me encanta. Try it with a bit of hot sauce, a bit of chili. Wonderful. Live to live, not live to survive. Peace. So the rumor has it with Messi, how he got the name, and it's very perplexed because I don't actually know his real name. Everyone just calls him Messi. You know, that's how he goes by. Everyone refers to him as just Messi. You know, and he apparently got the name because he was a really good, talented footballer. For his generation, you know, he's a very talented teenager, even a young adult, and he could have, like all the locals told me, he could have easily turned pro. As you know, these type of communities, playing football outside, whether it's a amateur team or with friends, it doesn't pay the bloody bill. Messi would often talk about how he struggled at times to help his mother, to help her out, you know, in terms of put food on the table. So he would often go out in Taganga to sell fruits such as grapes and mangoes, just to try and help his mother, his dear mother, and to make ends meet.
Te voy a decir cómo llegué yo a Taganga.
¿Cómo, señor?
Yo allá aquí llegué de una edad de 12 años, vendiendo uvas
Ok, en la calle, jugo.
por todo el barrio de Taganga.
Jugo fresco, né?
No, uvas.
Uvas, ok, uvas.
Fruta.
O pequeno, fruta, sim.
Para ayudar.
A verde o otro?
Fruta, son fruta verde. Son fruta verde.
Y todavía la tiene ahí.
Son fruta verde.
No compré, esa es nueva, esa es nueva.
No, tú no.
Mira cómo llegué yo a Taganga. Vendía en una caja uvas.
No es nueva.
Para ayudar a mi mamá.
Sim, claro. So, unfortunately, while he was a talented, aspiring footballer, he was also a fisherman. And he used to go out and do several tours around, you know, try and get a big catch. And unfortunately, one of the tours, he suffered a terrible accident, and led to him kind of having this kind of, I believe, a hip injury or whatnot. So it caused him to kind of walk unbalanced, and there goes the football career, unfortunately. But you know, a lot of, like, it's weird because he doesn't really have much here. Like, he doesn't have wealth. He doesn't have a powerful family that's well respected here. But he does have the love of the community. You know, people do first him as Messi with that respect, you know, and I've seen it one or two times. You know, the respect is always there, and you know, it's just a shame that, you know, you have to assess the situation and the circumstances. If he was born somewhere else, you know, maybe he could have been the next, well, he could have been the first Messi, Messi, but unfortunately he didn't get given that platform due to circumstances whereby he couldn't just lean on a promising football career, but he had to also take up a day job to help his family, and you know, that resulted to his that resulted to an accident occurring and life injury, unfortunately. To my knowledge, his mother passed away.
Y yo dije a mi mamá, madre, ya el pudín no está dando, ya la uva no está dando, ahora me voy a meter a pescador.
Ya tomaste ahora.
20 cachorretas.
Ya tomaste, ¿dónde está ahora?
Mi mamá falleció.
He basically came here with his mother and I believe his brother. His brother wandered off to a different city, and when his mum passed away, it was just him left. So he's pretty much here in Taganga, in Santa Marta by himself. No immediate family, but he does have the love of the community that help him at times, whether it's food or little essentials. They do try and help him. Not always, but they try.
¿Cómo es que la comida aquí se llama?
Este es un arroz de bonito con burgao.
Con bocado.
Sabroso.
Y ese es muy típico aquí en Colombia.
Sí, claro.
So that's also positive.
La mitad de lo que tenía que meterme. La mitad. ¿Sabes qué es la mitad?
Ahora me vas a grabar lo que él quiere hacer conmigo.
Yo quiero te grabar tú para allá, Messi.
Llévate a buscar el velero.
Eu vou mandar esse vídeo para tua esposa no futuro.
Enfermo.
Inferno.
Enfermo.
Messi's a great guy. Honestly, like, when I used to bump into him, you know, I mean, this is a bloke that has nothing, literally nothing, you know, but he's got an amazing smile, you know, great energy, you know, and he's just very warm. He's got a warm personality, you know, you just gravitate towards him. And it's just, you just keep thinking, like, I just keep thinking, like, you know, from London, England, and, you know, people in the West, you know, in Europe, in America, Canada, you know, we have everything, you know, and at times, you know, mental illness is on an all-time high, depression is on an all-time high, you know, panic attacks all-time high, you know, and, you know, this is a bloke that has nothing, you know, and he's just got a big smile every day, big smile. And you just keep thinking, like, where's our quality of life sometimes, you know? It just dawns on you sometimes, you know? And I just look at Messi and I just think, wow, we're really behind our civilization. Because we've got everything sorted, everything's ticked except for one little thing, and that's contentment. Are you content with your position where you are in life? Alcoholism. Yeah, Messi's an alcoholic, I'm afraid. Yeah, I mean, when I did meet him, I told you I was there buying a little store, buying a little bevy, a little bubbly, a little drink. And he was there with like pretty much an small empty rum bottle. And then he saw me buying a bottle and he just kind of had a big smile on. So I bought mine and he was just trying to force conversation on me, but I didn't know him that well. So I just like, yeah, alright, cool, and brushed him off and then I went off. And yeah, he followed me and he asked me for a bit of my drink.
You know, guys have no voice in society, unfortunately, but I'm here, man.
Like, a senior member of the community tells me that Messi's father died of alcohol. With alcohol, due to alcoholism. Yeah, man, Messi's an alcoholic. Drinks a lot, sleeps in random places. Yeah, he's suffering a lot. Yeah, and it's very sad because the boys tell me that Messi always says, jokingly but seriously at the same time, he says the alcohol killed my father, ended my father, so I need to end with it too. You know, the alcohol ended my father, so I need to end with it too. That's Messi, you know. If you're drinking any type of alcohol, whether it's beer, rum, whatnot, he'll gravitate towards you. He'll ask you for a cup. I've never seen Messi wearing shoes. never. And at first I thought he had a little house and stuff, but after a while I just saw him sleeping in random places, you know, whether it's a park bench, whether it's outside the store, you know, in the middle of the street, and then you start putting two together and you find out that he's homeless pretty much.
La fauna, porque nos gusta la vida. Muchas gracias.
Yeah. And there was a time where I was with Messi and we were making a little recording, and I was just like asking him little questions, and he was explaining about when he first came to Taganga and stuff. And then he mentioned that he came here, came to help his mom, came to work to help his mom, and then she passed away. That's the thing about traveling, is you're away from family and friends and people who you care for, and if you have relatives that are unwell and you can't be near them, it hurts a lot. So I can easily relate to Messi's predicament. And have I got doubt that alcoholism is due to his personal life, in terms of seeing a mother struggling to make ends meet, father passing away due to the alcohol? 110%. You know, circumstances and opportunity, knowing that you could have been you were a promising footballer, and then you couldn't focus on your football career, and you had to take up a job, and then that job resulted to a lifelong injury. It hurts, man. It hurts. You know, you think of like Lewis Hamilton, you know, Formula One. I recall hearing like a story where his dad, I believe, sold his car, whatnot, to help pay for his lessons and stuff in his first tournament. You know, where was Messi's investment? And I know, and the thing that hurts a lot, you know, in Colombia and these kind of developing countries, is that this is not the only case. There's thousands of Messis around, you know, potential stars that weren't given a proper investment. Even Lionel Messi got an investment to go to Barcelona. I believe he was suffering from some kind of acute disorder, and Barcelona, you know, was scouting him and saw a huge talent in him, and offered to sign him and pay for all the surgeries and the proper necessary procedures. You know, where was Messi's aid? You know, and when Messi suffered that injury, you know, out fishing to try and help his mum make ends meet, no doubt in my mind that if he had the right doctors, he could have still probably had a promising football career. But because of these circumstances, you know, that we're born in, you know, he was stuck in this predicament, unfortunately. Messi's a bloke that just makes you think twice in terms of the value of life, contentment, and just trying to make the most out of your circumstances. Messi was dealt terrible cards in life, you know, and he's someone that I've seen, like he's someone that resembles this type of personality that I've seen around South America, I've seen around Southeast Asia, and I've seen around Africa, where they don't complain, they don't moan, they just get on with it. It's life. Like their predicament is like, this is life, this is the outcome, let me just live my best life. You know, and that's why I have this motto, travel shortcuts, you know, live to live, not live to survive. Like live to live, like make the most out of life, you know. Don't just try and survive it and just scrape through it. Try and live your best. You might not be in the best predicament, but just try and make the most out of it. You know, or if anything, goes that step further, try and improve your predicament, you know. But if you can't, just try and make the most out of it. And Messi definitely reminds me to make the most out of my predicament.
Messi, ¿cómo está, señor?
Bien, me siento orgulloso de estar con un amigo mío que vino para Colombia y me siento orgulloso que es mi llave, mi hermano y lo quiero.
For sure, you know, unsung hero, a pillar in his community, and just a wonderful bloke. You know, wonderful bloke that appreciates the existence of civilization, of life, Mother Nature, very warm, and it just kills to see someone just gravitate and just become such an addict and have these vices for the alcohol. And it's not just Messi, it's everyone around in these communities I see. I've seen it everywhere. It's just like an escapism, the alcohol, to escape the pain, the suffering, the hurt. And it's just a tragic shame. Messi. Viva Colombia.